Hey guys, let's learn how to make this cool crayon shader in Blender. If you want to know how I made this character and this basic Toon shader, links in the description. Here's my basic 2D shader setup for the body, and I'll just delete these nodes and keep my image texture. Bring this down a bit and add a noise texture, then Ctrl T to add a texture coordinate and mapping node. Connect this to a color ramp, and let's preview this. Slide these to make the dark areas darker and the light areas lighter. Connect this from the camera output, set this to texture, and set this to 2D. Increase the scale, and let's zoom in a bit to see it better. Then let's adjust the detail and the roughness. I'll stretch this out by increasing the Y scale. Then rotate this a bit by adding a Z rotation. Connect this to a mix node, then instead of A input, let's connect this to the factor. Then set this to multiply, so if we were to add a color here, then drag this to the B, it'll give us a darker effect of that same color. But instead of a solid color, I'll take my image texture and connect it to the A and B input. Crayon textures are typically uneven and grainy, so let's slide these some more to get a better effect. It looks good already, and I think this will pass for a basic crayon shader, but let's make it more complex. Crayon strokes don't usually fill the paper, and that results in small spaces or specks of white, so let's try to create that. Start by duplicating these, and let's preview this to see the result. Lower the scale, and maybe stretch this out a bit. Slide these so that the black areas fill the spaces more. Then duplicate these again to add more variation or randomness. Lower the scale some more. Then let's set this to 3 and slide these a bit. Select these two and add a mix node. Set this to add and adjust the factor. Or maybe make it a lot lower. Then duplicate these again. Increase the scale for some specks of white. Set this back to 1 to avoid stretching. Then slide these to lessen the whites. Mix these, set this to add, and set the factor all the way to 1. Feel free to adjust the values and the color ramp sliders to your own liking. Now connect this to a mix shader node factor. Then connect this here and preview this. Then I add an emission shader to bring back my white areas and plug it here. Here I'm just sliding these to fill in the white spaces more. Now just copy and paste this to the other parts of our character. Starting with the beak, I just move this aside, then paste the setup here. Then plug this to the material output, delete the image texture, and drag and drop this color over here. Maybe make this a little lighter, then drop the color here. Then just delete these. Then do the same to the eyelids. For the tail, I just delete the shadow from the Toon shader and just keep the basic color here. Now paste the crayon shader. Plug this to the material output, then delete the image texture and connect this to A and B. Now let's work on the background. This is my setup for the shadow. So just move this aside and just delete the mix node. Paste the crayon setup delete the image texture, and connect this to the material output. The texture looks way stretched down here because we're on camera output. So let's connect this from the window and do the same to the other texture coordinates. Then I just changed this to my shadow color. I still want this to be bluish, but maybe less saturated. Move this aside. Then duplicate and drag this here. Then connect this to the factor input. Now here's our shadow, but let's also connect this emission node over here to get a white background. For softer shadow, I go to my light source and increase the size. Alright, now let's work on the line art. I want my line art to be a little messy to make it look more hand-drawn. Now I just join these areas first to make our camera view bigger. I go over here to my line art, then modifiers. I use the envelope modifier to break the uniform thickness. And you can also decrease the strength to make it look like there's a sketch underneath. Then I like adding a dot dash modifier to break the lines. Then you can add multiple strokes to make it more messy, but in this case, I give it a much lower distance just to add a little thickness. Then add a noise modifier to break the lines even more. And what I like about this, it also adds some more sketchy look underneath. Now that's all. Thank you for watching. Happy blending!